Rob, Philadelphia, you're on the Wilkow Majority. Hello.
Hey, Andrew. You know, I listen to you once in a while, and you're always talking about how liberals can't break your arguments, and you sit there so smug and so confident in your little bubble, and it drives me nuts because this is why I'm calling in, because you're never – of course people can't break your arguments technically because you're never arguing for anything. You're just sitting and arguing against things, and some of them are true. Some of them are valid. So – but you never offer any alternative solutions.
Why does there have to be one? That's the thing. Just because somebody says, I have an idea, and unless you have a similar or competing idea, you have no place in this discussion. What if you're the fact that sometimes the government should do nothing?
Sure, I don't disagree with that.
So how am I not arguing for anything? The president says he's for the free market now, yet all of the audio that we have of the president speaking of the free market is anything but the free market. I'm pointing out to you proof positive that when you follow the behavior patterns on energy consumption as dictated by government, you find out that when you go from energy source A to energy source B, you don't get the savings that government promised you. I'm arguing for the government not telling us what energy we can and cannot use. And when we actually do try to use alternative sources of energy, to not declare those now bad too. Do you realize, Rob, that ethanol is now being called by the United Nations, and Obama agreed, a crime against humanity because the United Nations is making the claim that the transfer of grains and sugar beets and soybeans into ethanol is raising food prices for poor people in the third world?
Andrew, my point is just that I don't know who your listeners are in general. I know that the people I know and the people I hang out with, there are real problems in this world that we want solutions to. If you don't like what's being done and you don't have anything else to offer, then, yeah, quite frankly, don't say anything.
It's not about offering something. Sometimes offering nothing, sir. Do you realize the federal government is operating completely outside its scope of authority on these issues?
But you could say that about. I hear this from you on every single problem.
Well, because on every single problem, that is the problem, sir. The fact that you and your friends don't get it isn't my problem. It's your problem. The fact that you don't understand doesn't mean that I don't make sense. That's your problem. Go do some reading.